What up, viewers? This is Adam from My Magnum Opus Gaming. We got another video for you. This is going to be talking about the next Elder Scrolls 6 and what we want quests to be like in this new game, okay? So I know the Elder Scrolls 6 isn't going to be released for at least a few years now since we didn't hear anything at E3. But I would say it's never too early to critique and criticize past games and just try to just get it to improve in the next game. So I just want to say a few things getting started with this video. I love Skyrim. I love Oblivion. I think they're both great games. I put at least 100 hours in both of them, and I've had them for years. I've been playing them for years. Had them across files. I had like 6 files on Skyrim, three files on Oblivion. I played the shit out of the games. Okay, so I just want to say that I love both of them. So anything I say is more just to get it improved and not just hating on it. So let's get started. Now we all know with Oblivion, the combat wasn't amazing. It was definitely good for the time. I think it was like 2006, the game release. Combat was definitely not the pinnacle of the game, but sometimes when I would go around getting all this information to do quests, I would be waiting. I'd be like, when am I going to get to put a sword in somebody? When am I going to be able to cast that spell, that fireball spell or something like that? So combat was definitely enjoyable because a lot of the quests are like an investigation. It's like you're a detective, Sherlock Holmes, when am I going to get some beat some ass real quick, alright? You know what I'm saying? So Skyrim definitely had better combat, but Oblivion, I definitely do like some of the aspects of it. Also, one of the issues that we have when we try to critique Skyrim is that we're holding it to a different standard than we are Oblivion, because obviously Skyrim came out later, so it's going to be a higher standard that we rate everything, combat, story, all that. But even still, I think the story, the different missions, the information, just the dialogue when you exchange the characters of the game, it's a lot more about the story. It's a lot more about trying to get you involved in the world, and less about here's what you have to do, here's this, go do it. Now, because this video is talking mainly about quests, I don't want to get too much into combat. What I want to say is it was satisfying based on how the quests were set up. So, for example, with the Fighters Guild, one of the missions that you do is you show up to a mine. I think it was Desolate Mine. You give a hammer, you get a sword, you give something else to these 3 Fighters Guild members waiting for you. So what you do is you have to help them clear out all the goblins from this mine. Now, first off, that doesn't sound amazing. I'm sure if that was in Skyrim, it wouldn't be all what it's cracked up to be in Oblivion. It wouldn't be something amazing. But because I feel like Oblivion's a genuine role-playing game, and because a lot about with the dialogue you exchange with them, I think the orc's like, I want to smash in some skulls, so I give him the hammer. A little elf over there, I'm like, he probably wants a sword. That's probably his type of weapon. So what we do is we storm into this chamber where the goblins are. But because my athletics is not that good, they just sprint past. They even run past the goblins. They're into like the 3rd room fighting something else. So what I do is I'm trying to keep up with them, but then I get surrounded by like 3 goblins. So what I like about Oblivion, because the combat wasn't amazing, but the story was really good, you end up finding you end up finding a story within a story. So my story with fighting these goblins is I summon a skeleton from Oblivion to help me. Even the odds a little bit. We're taking them on. I'm a spell sword, so I'm trying to shoot some spells at them, but I have to back up while I'm doing it. They're pushing me back in towards the back part where I first entered. So it's a lot more about like, oh, I have to heal a little bit because they're putting down my health. I'm getting surrounded by these. And it was a lot more of like a story that I'm sure not all players had. I'm sure if someone came in there and swung an axe and stuff, they'd be destroying those goblins. But because I was playing on a different difficulty, playing on a harder difficulty, and because of the type of player that I was, being a spell sword, it made it so that I had a different story than someone else walked in there. And I feel like those stories aren't as apparent with Skyrim, and I feel like that definitely brings it down. But because the combat's better, it seems like Bethesda, when they were making the game, they put a lot of impact a lot of focus on the combat and not what the combat was centered around. So pretend you have to go kill a bandit for the Jarl. So when you show up and have to kill the bandits, you literally kill all the bandits that are there, especially the bandit leader. You report back, you get money. Wow, that's like, go do this, go fetch this, go kill this, come back and I'll give you money. Honestly, they should send around a story. Pretend some hunter goes missing. You have to, and the wife gives you this mission. You have to go try to find the hunter. She'll give you the location of where he was at when he was hunting. Show up there, you look for clues, you find something, you go to this bandit cave and realize the bandits took him away and robbed him and then killed him. So that means you have to kill all the bandits to obviously get revenge. So that's a story centered around something of the same objective that I told you earlier. So I feel like that was lacking in Skyrim a lot. Now I think a lot of the issue with the quest for Skyrim was how it was given to you. Sometimes you would just be walking around and someone's like, oh my god, I need help. They almost say it as you pass by. You don't really even need to engage in conversation with them. And you already got a quest there. You already have something to do. I remember walking around a city and I just get like 5, 6 quests just from walking around that place for the first time. Now sometimes that's good, but sometimes it's so bland and boring because each playthrough, people are giving you quests and it fills up your inventory and you're like, oh, I don't want to do any of these. None of these quests seem good. And especially with the interface. If you look at the interface, it gives you a little summary when you go to a quest. Just like the briefest thing you ever need. Like it just doesn't care about the quest. And then if you look at the little markers that say, go here, kill this person, talk to this person. It was very nonchalant about it. It wasn't really making you focus on what you were about to do. It just kind of said, go here, do it, get done. There you go. You got your gold or got your sword or whatever. It wasn't really about the enjoyment that you get from the quest, about the tension, about the drama that it's trying to produce, which I think Oblivion nailed. So how is all this stuff fixed from how it was in Skyrim? So I'm just going to read off some things that would definitely help improve how the quests are set up. This is talking about how quests are given to you. Less cries for help. You walk around Skyrim, all these people want help. It kind of sound like I'm Trump right there. All these people want help. All these people want money. I say no. Go out in there, do it yourself. But more like a mystery, more like you don't know what's going to happen. Go here and check it out. Less quest markers when you do that. So it doesn't tell you the exact person to go to all the time or the exact place. And then I think working integral with that is better user interface. It makes you pay more attention to the actual story involved. And this goes along with fetch this quest, kill this quest, those type of things. Go here, kill this, go here, fetch this. Get a story involved. Try to find some way to do that in a creative fashion. I feel like that was lazy. It was done about in a lazy way in Skyrim. In Oblivion, a lot more creativity involved. I feel like it just made you appreciate what you were doing, what kind of impact you were making, and definitely more enjoyable. I'll probably keep on playing Oblivion all of this year until Skyrim Remaster comes out, and then gotta play that. The graphics look amazing. Let me know what you guys think about those two topics. If you agree with me, if you disagree, just share whatever. Please leave a like. And if you like this video a lot, subscribe and get more. Alright? Up to date whenever they come out. Share it to your friends, share it to your family, whatever. Talk to you guys later. See ya.